this is Val with Val Can Cook. So, what I'm doing is creating my marinara sauce. The first step is that I had a tomato left over that I decided to cut up, and now I'm going to be adding my crushed tomatoes, which is a large can of crushed tomatoes, to the tomato. I'm simmering the tomato, and I'm adding a half a cup of onion, about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic chopped up. I had to put it into the little bowl. And in my pot, I already am simmering the cut up tomato. To that, I'm going to add some dried basil that I dried myself. Now, generally, I would include in some black pepper and some Celtic sea salt. All right. Now, generally, I would use some fresh basil. I'm including my olive oil because that's very important for the recipe to make sure that the tomato is cooking at a really good and smooth consistency. So right now I'm sauteing my tomato down that I have in the pot. I have the fire on like a medium high heat because I want to draw out the juices in that tomato and start to caramelize it. And then I'm going to be adding my other ingredients. And here I've already added the crushed tomato as well as the seasonings. And I'm so sorry that I didn't record that, guys. But I have already added all of my seasonings plus my crushed tomato. And now I'm adding some crushed red pepper. And I have my heat on a high heat. Now, this is a rule of thumb. When you're making a tomato-based product, sauce, soup, etc., make sure that you're cooking in a non-stick pot and in a pot without any coating. And the reason why I say this is because those pots that have the non-stick coating, as well as a, like a Teflon pot, the tomato, the acid in the tomato will eat up that Teflon and it'll eat up the nonstick coating. So I've been cooking this now for about an hour and it's coming to a full boil. And as you can see, my tomato has completely cooked down. And y'all, the smell in that kitchen was phenomenal. Let me tell you, it was insane. I was cooking this at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I really wanted to get it done so that I can have it included for my Valentine's Day series. I just wanted to eat it. It was so pretty and it smelled so great in that kitchen. And I was so happy with it. It's my second time making it. The first time I made it, it all came out really, funky. But this time I really took my time. I paid attention to what ingredients I was including and to, how fast or slow I was cooking it. And it was much more successful this time. So I'm placing the top back onto the pot so that it can complete or finish simmering. I ended up simmering this for a total of 2 hours. I cooked this down. And now I am coming to the point to where it is completely simmered down. It's about at the hour 45-minute mark. And I'm adding some fresh thyme. I added about a total of, like an eighth of a cup of sugar. And the reason being is when I cook down the tomato, and it's naturally sweet anyway, but when I cook down the tomato, I really wanted a silkier or just a tad bit sweeter consistency because this was a marinara sauce. Everybody's different, but because I added the Celtic sea salt, it's actually really powerful. So it had more of a saltier taste to it. So I'm just adding the sugar to balance everything out. You guys have got to excuse my voice. Last night I was watching the game and yeah, I lost my voice. So that's the reason why I sound so harsh. Now, getting back to my, yeah, there we go. Getting back to the marinara sauce, as you can now see, it is completely cooked down. Yes, honey. And it was, y'all, I just wanted to eat it right then. I wanted to grab me a piece of bread and dunk it into that marinara sauce because it was so good. So I'm right about at the 2 hour mark right here. And I ended up, covering it back up because I wanted a much more smooth consistency. It's done because based on how you like your marinara, some people like it chunky and thick, some people like it smoother. So I wanted mine to have a smoother consistency. And now mine is done, and you'll see what I'm talking about because it pulls away from the pot and it has a thick and smooth tomato paste type consistency now. And that's what I was going for. Yes, honey, and it pulled away from the pot beautifully. You'll know that it's totally done when it's able to pull away from the pot completely. And that's just kind of a rule of thumb. And see, look at that. It looks like a really smooth, almost like a thick tomato sauce for like a spaghetti. And y'all, when I tell you, I was so happy with this. I was so happy with this. It is completely cooked down. I got all my herbs in there. I ended up adding parsley, Italian seasoning, thyme. Um, I added garlic, onion powders, a little bit of, the red pepper flakes, as you could see. And right here, I'm taking out my thyme sprigs because I put fresh thyme in there. So that's really important that you don't serve anybody the food, your marinara, with your thyme sprigs in it. So um, that, was a nice little process. And I'm so glad that it added, that extra boost of flavor to the marinara. I also added oregano. I love to have oregano separate, oregano and parsley and basil separate from an Italian seasoning because in my opinion it gives it that extra boost to season your sauces and or any of your Italian dishes. So yeah, guys, I was really, really happy with how everything turned out. I'm still pulling out sprigs like crazy. um yeah, it was one of those things to where I was like, yes, now I can have this and add this to my recipe book as far as putting everything together and, how I did it. It was super easy. And the thing is, I paid more attention to how I was including my ingredients and how fast I was cooking it. So I was really, really happy with the turnout of this. So happy. So I'm just letting it cook a little bit more. Actually, I think I've turned my fire off at this point. Yeah, I think I turned my fire off at this point. Still had a few more sprigs, apparently. So I'm just, taking my time, pulling those out. And what I ended up doing is just I took everything out and then I let it sit for a minute so it could cool, and then I took it and placed it in a container. Yeah, the flavor of this was absolutely insane. I guess I had a few more sprigs than I thought I did. So yeah, guys, I was really, really happy with how everything turned out. I am definitely going to make this again. It turned out to be so rich and so just full of flavor. You know, I cannot wait to get the opportunity to make it again. And this is also good if you want to freeze it. Just get it in a air sealed container, freeze it up. And right now I'm going to be placing mine. See, look at that, y'all. Oh God, y'all, it was so incredible. It smelled and tasted so good. Because you know I sampled it. And it was wonderful. So I'm going to be placing that in my container and top it up and place it directly into the refrigerator. This can hold for about a week in your refrigerator. Now, again, you can freeze this and it will hold for about 6 months, as long as you make sure that you have a good airtight container. This texture and the consistency was wonderful. So I was happy with it, and hopefully, one more time, Sprig, enjoy. Hey everybody, this is Val, and so I am recording a couple of videos. I'm recording this because what I am going to be doing is cooking some amazing dishes for the Valentine's Day challenge. That includes Simple Meals by T Vlog and Sadie with Life in Ottawa. And we are coming to you with another series that's going to be fun and enjoyable and filled with love. Hence the day Valentine's Day. So I hope you guys stick around. I thank you for all of your support and your love, and we appreciate you more than we can put it into words. We thank you, and thank you for spending time with us, getting to know us, and hopefully what we present to you is something that you will want to enjoy for you and your family as well. All right, y'all. Take care. Many, many blessings. And I'll see you soon. After my dinner's ready, I will put all of the, videos together. I'll have them edited by the 11th. And it will include my homemade marinara, which is what I just recorded, as well as my mozzarella sticks I'm going to make, and my dinner, which is going to be some amazing lamb chops that are right now being, saturated in olive oil. I'm tired, y'all. It's like 3:30 in the morning. 3:53 in the morning. So the reason why I'm doing this late is because I have a number of things to do and to get done. I've also completed my Valentine Day packages. For those of you who live in the greater Kansas City area, they are really beautiful. A lot of hard work and dedication was put into them by me in Creative Corners, KC. So, check it out. And also just, come back and remember to like and share and, connect with us to see what else we're doing. All right. Many blessings. And I'll see you soon when everything's put together. You'll see my vision. All right, y'all.